Loves D Punch Out TV. Hope you're all well out there. I want to talk about Nigel Benn and being accused of PEDs. And what I mean by this is, after the Chris Eubank Liam Smith fight, Conor Benn took to Twitter and put a picture of Nigel Benn and Chris Eubanks Senior, and then underneath was a picture of Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks Jr. And he put unfinished business and add D in so many rounds and so on and so on. And I put a comment saying the only difference is your two daddies weren't drugs cheats. Anyway, last night I looked back at because it come up on my phone notification that someone had liked what I put, and underneath that I seen a load of comments from about 8 to 12 people. Some people saying yes, he was a drugs cheat. One guy saying he definitely was. He was zipping in and out of different sanctioning bodies. Some guy put he was an absolute scumbag of a cheat. Some other guy put someone really needs to tell this guy, meaning me. But so today, on my break, I've been looking and trying to dig up and find evidence of Nigel Benn being a drugs cheat. Now, to my knowledge, I know that he's never been done for PEDs. I googled it, I found Boxing Form, and I came across on Boxing Form an article from 2010, which was written by the Sun newspaper, and it was apparently 16 years after the Nigel Benn-Gerald McClellan fight. 16 years after the fight, somebody from Gerald McClellan's corner found a drop of blood or drops of blood on one of Gerald's boots. They had it tested, apparently in New York. They had it analysed in New York, and I think it said it was analysed in Hanoi, which is Vietnam. And it come back with traces of a performance-enhancing drug in it. But the thing was, in the article it said that they couldn't tell whose blood it was, and they couldn't tell what type of performance-enhancing drug was in the blood. So this person, whoever it was, had come from Gerald McClellan's corner and tried to put this story out. Now, first of all, this was written by the Sun newspaper, and over here, I don't believe a word that the Sun newspaper says, because this is the people who said that Liverpool fans were pickpocketing their own dead fans, as well as Sheffield Wednesday fans. Not Sheffield Wednesday fans, sorry, their own fans, Liverpool fans, during the Hillsborough disaster, which was an absolute disgusting thing to say, and as if they were doing it. So I don't believe a single word what the Sun newspaper say. And then I was reading an interview from Nigel Benn, and he was saying, who the hell would have a drop of blood tested on a boxing boot 16 years after a fight? Now, for me, like I say, I can't find any proof whatsoever that Nigel Benn was a PED cheat. I've mentioned this before on a live stream. For me, was this person from Gerald McClellan's corner coming out with this because of being angry over what happened to Gerald McClellan? Are people saying this because Conor Benn is a proven drugs cheat? You know, that guy's banged to rights was proven to be a drugs cheat. For me, personally, I don't think Nigel was a drugs cheat. I think, for me, am I being ignorant because he's a national hero to me? I grew up watching him, as well as Eubanks Jr., and absolutely loved him. He's an iconic fighter for me. I don't think I'm being ignorant. I think until someone can prove to me that this guy was done for PEDs, then for me, I say no, he wasn't. I mean, there's speculation that he refused, because he refused, apparently, he refused a drugs test after the McClellan fight. He went to hospital and refused to take a blood test or something. But he went to hospital because Gerald McClellan broke his jaw, broke Nigel Benn's jaw. And if you can remember, if you've watched the fight, you can damn well see that Benn's jaw was broke. It was all swollen, like really badly swollen. I don't know how this is going to come out, but for me, like I say, I speculation isn't factual. It doesn't mean my opinion doesn't mean that he didn't do. I'm just saying my opinion. No, I don't think he ever did. And plus, he's never been proven to have had PEDs. And like I say before, are the people from Gerald McClellan's corner mad because of what happened to Gerald McClellan? And don't get me wrong, Gerald McClellan is my second favourite fighter of all time. Marvin Hagler is my best fighter of all time, and then it was Gerald McClellan. But like I say, we can all speculate. It doesn't mean that it's factual. This story's been hanging around for a few years. Was he a PED cheat? But he's never been proven to be a PED cheat. Not in my eyes, anyway. I mean, if someone can present some kind of evidence to me, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. But for me, to put this video to closure, like I say, all them little divvies what had a go at me on Twitter, not one of them provided any evidence to me. All they were saying was, like I say, was speculation. Oh, he did this, he did that, he did this. Well, where's your proof? Where is your proof? Because I can't find any proof that Nigel Benn was a PED cheat. People say the same thing about Holyfield was a PED cheat. Was Holyfield ever convicted of taking performance-enhancing drugs? Not to my knowledge, he wasn't. So, like I say, the jury's out on this. People are gonna believe what they want to believe and automatically accuse somebody of something without actual evidence. I don't believe that he was, but like I say, it doesn't mean that he didn't. But one thing I can say, to my knowledge, that the guy was never ever convicted of being a PED cheat. So let me know what you think. It'd be very interesting to hear your thoughts on this one. I really would. Are people saying that? Because I've noticed now that there's a lot of people, especially a lot of British channels. I won't say a lot of British channels, but there has been an increase on British channels saying, like father, like son, which I think that's wrong because, like I stress again, Nigel was never convicted of being a PED cheat. Conor Benn is. He's been banged to rights twice. So, let me know what you think. But before I get up out of here, this is just my personal opinion. No, he wasn't. Not whatsoever. But like I say, didn't mean that he was. Didn't mean that he wasn't. That's just my point of view. Peace out. I hope you all take care out there. And I'll be back with another video in a couple of days.